Uh, and this is
Mariana Charles.
all right. We're going to be talking about the top 10 apps in our future profession. Mine's coaching. I'm currently a sports management major just because you have to get a degree. But yeah, so my top 10 apps are, the first one's Huddle. It's practically the best out of everything because not only do you get your game tape from there, your players can make their own highlight tapes. You can get other tapes from other schools. You can send recruiting videos, stuff like that. Second is Slow Mo, which is pretty self-explanatory. All it does is just you can just videotape a portion of practice, break it down slow so you can further criticize your athletes. The rest of them are pretty explanatory. First down, all you do is upload and share your playbook to your team. Coach Me is just a forum of coaches that do game plan together. Team Snap is a way you can like talk to all your team at once, kind of like a big Skype. USA Football is just the rule changes in the game that's universal between all the coaches. Sky Coach is kind of like Huddle, but all you do is watch game tape again. And NFL Pass is if you want to study, learn some NFL kind of schemes and stuff. You can replay NFL games, and they have all 22 camera angles, so you can watch play by play. But Huddle is definitely the most important, just because you can do almost everything except watch NFL games. And Mariana, now it's your turn.
Okay, so I am an exercise science major and I plan on being a PT. And I looked on Google and there was an actual physical therapist who reviewed some apps that she uses for patient education, for education and references for herself and her staff, and then for clinical use. Okay, so for patient education, they have Shoulder, Knee, and Spine Decide, which is useful for discussing injuries with patients and giving them treatment approaches. They have Muscle and Bone Anatomy 3D, which is it helps to show the patient their injury anatomy, and that's the same, except it's a little more in depth than the other one. And for the staff and student education references, they have Muscle Anatomy, which is a quick review for like the PT because you learn a lot of information. You can't remember it all. So it's just like a quick brush up on it. Then they have Core Clinical Orthopedic Exam, which provides tests and measure in objective findings. And this app is actually $40, but I'm sure it gives like a lot of useful information that you can't just get anywhere. Um, then they have the clinical use apps, which is they have the goniometer, which helps to give angles on patients to, see how far they can bend or whatever. Then they have stopwatch and timers, which is where you can have multiple timers going on at once. They have medical Spanish, which in case you have a Spanish patient, you can help them out. And then lastly, they have ICD-9 Consult 2011, which is for the front office and medical billers, and it helps with assessing diagnostic codes. So, yeah, all those can be used in the clinical setting, and they seem very useful to me.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. Thank you guys.